Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to SOMA. Last time we met up with Catherine, who seems to find herself in a very similar situation to ours, although she seems to be a bit more chipper about it, a bit more optimistic, and it seems like some of that optimism is rubbing off on Simon. Kind of makes sense too, considering she revealed basically her plan to save humanity. To digitize all our brains, place them in a guarded capsule, and launch that capsule into space where it won't be damaged. If we can do this, it's not only a new chance at survival for humanity, but potentially a chance at paradise for everyone. However, we made our way to Theta, where everyone evacuated to, and it seems unlikely that anyone survived. One of the insane crew members tried to destroy it, but was stopped by the AI, which may itself have been the downfall of this place. But if we're going to get any deeper, we're probably going to need to find something heavy enough to break that window. This feels up to the task. There we go. I'm going to just scooch on in there. However, some of the forms that this AI is taking are truly horrific. I don't even know what that thing was that chased us through the wreck of that ship. And I get the impression the horrors have only just begun. Machine hanger control. Alright, Catherine, work your magic.
We're here? We're here! Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing stopping us when we have done that.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here. What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Didn't realize that was an option. Kath, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend, it's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes. Attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it could survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's
Heroic.
At least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat. Oh, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's quarantined. Hold on. We need a security cipher.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around who can tell us what it is.
Sure, let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
Feels good to have someone who can directly interface on our side. But still, the fact that it's under quarantine, I mean, we can see right there, it's absolutely overgrown in the stuff. At this point, do we really want it? At what point do we decide that the hard way is the easy way if apparently our suit can withstand it?
We need to find someone who knows the cipher. It's the only way to fire up the Dunbat.
Okay. But in the meantime, let's have a look at this computer. Site status. All systems operational. Hull, subcoat intact, armor intact, life support, wow. So it's in charge here as well, and presumably we're going to find more people in the same state as Amy. Ooh, we can see site maps. So we are here. Black box beacon. Okay. And there's one of those in each of the level 1 rooms, or a lot of them. And
looks like all your friends moved downstairs.
Ooh.
Why abandon the gate? And the habitat? That's so strange. I don't like this at all.
Meaning we're essentially looking at a corpse map, aren't we? Well, unless, of course, this thing doesn't display motion. And staff, wow, that's a whole lot of deceased and missing. but not all of them. Not all of them by a long shot. Is that something that should encourage us, or should we be worried going down there? I suppose it depends on the kind of state we find them in. Oh, we can turn some lights on and off. So can we get in here? No, I should have figured. But at least we have a little bit more comfort now. And over here... yeah, that's totally overtaken. You've unlocked it for us, though. Let's take this piece by piece, then. Ooh. This must be dug directly into the cave.
Why would they all leave this floor?
I don't get it either. It's like they all just cleared out.
I mean, this is probably why, I'm guessing. We seem to have a little bit of damage on us, some wibbliness in our vision.
What the hell are you doing?
I know it looks bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's the wow you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
Sometimes another perspective is helpful in a horror game. It makes you think about just what it is you're going through. In this case, we get a little bit of extra perspective on what these heals actually are. Something I've really enjoyed about the sci-fi aspect of this game is how consistent it is. Like how her perspective actually ceases when she's not in use. It's only when she's plugged in that she's actually present for what we're going through.
Downstairs? Just labs and offices. Maybe the shuttle station.
Should we go check?
Rather not. Got a bad feeling about this.
She's also quite a smart second protagonist. Oh no. Oh no. Into here. Into here. Into here. Oh great, we're doing stall games now, are we?
Maybe they wanted to keep close to the shuttle station in case something went wrong.
You're really stuck on that one.
I'm just worried about my colleagues.
Makes sense, but wouldn't they all have been backed up? Oh. And now we're able to see there is truly nothing even remotely human about us. I guess we sort of had the impression that it was just us as a dive suit, but that really brings the reality to life. Now, this seems to be happening periodically. Why? It's like the power just freaks out every couple of minutes or so. But I don't think there's anything in here with us, at least not that I can tell. I'm not getting those visual glitches. In here. Oh, wow, the whole way to downstairs is overgrown and destroyed. And upstairs. It does not want anything moving beyond this floor. Every single time I walk into this room. Only now it's not coming back. Yeah, I think it's done it for good that time. I'm starting to wonder, maybe it can grow beyond that. Nadine Masters. Guy Conrad, these are all living quarters. personal bunks. Okay, nobody here at the minute. I'm thinking, if this thing was leeching power from the reactor of the Curie, maybe it has substantially less to work with now, not to mention whatever might have been damaged by the explosion. Master tool safety. Whole bunch of warnings. Brandon Wan, Maggie Komarabi, Catherine Shun.
Hey, that's my room.
You want me to bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
You got no strings on you, huh? Alright, well, of course we're gonna want to
I seriously doubt you'll find anything useful in there.
No. What is this? You can't get out of that.
Your teddy bear could use some repairs.
Toby always breaks. He's top heavy, so he keeps falling over.
Alright, now, where else? Anything in your drawers of use? No, but, you know...
You don't have to search my room. We'll get by.
Oh, that sounds like there's something you don't want me to find. Unless the bear was it. Ooh.
You have a lot of toys.
That's nothing to be embarrassed about. I mean, down here I'll accept any bright spot I can get.
Maybe we should move on.
Okay. Although I can't help but feel that I'm leaving something important and or funny behind. It is truly pitch dark in here when we open these doors for the first time. But there's a readable note. Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the Ark. As I've explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live. Hang on, wait. As I've explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, know there is no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all to do the same, and join me inside the Ark. I think that's something of a superstition. I don't think that's how it would work. I think they're... Ooh.
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells? They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years. We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly in a constant state of transformation. Then how do we remain the same? A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous emergent entity based on that pattern. When Dr. Chun populates the Ark, she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy two places at once for a while. If you took away your body, you would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the Ark your body die and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
Maybe I'm missing something, but I'm still not seeing how that remains unbroken. Carthage Industries, confidential. What is that? Wait, it says WoW on the bottom right. Is that maybe like where the central mainframe is? Can't really read that. External event C? A lot of this information has been redacted. Classified Mark Sarang, intelligence analyst. Mr. Sarang, the company is very pleased to hear about your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. We trust you appreciate what a unique opportunity this is, and that you'll do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Johann Ross is able to steer and study the WoW from Alpha without outside interference. In case of an emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl at Omicron to forcefully eliminate any opposition, but please make an effort to avoid extreme actions. The WoW is an important, costly affair, and we hope to follow a steady development without setbacks. The Supervisory Board. This is like a year and a half before the impact. Oh, wait, can we actually interact with this? Oh, we can. Oh, we're reading your diary! I knew it. I knew there was a reason to invade your privacy even more. Imogen Reed tested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WoW, but more importantly, it was assembled in a seemingly primitive way. Like someone had specifically created it for WoW to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. This thing was behaving in a disturbing fashion even before. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that the WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scene to hold the Reed simulation. It's actually very similar in its construction, except for one point. Where my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs, the vivarium's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content. From the originating brain scan, Reed emerged. The Reed inside the vivarium was a perfect copy. I have it. I can save humanity. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it worked with the vivarium, but I can replicate WoW's scanning technique using the pilot seats. They're already prepared with the type of electromagnetic drums needed, so this was an emergent technology that you discovered as a result of this AI's actions. It was even easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow the diffraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect WoW has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while, so there's backups that you didn't know about. And I guess that explains the mockingbirds. The WoW must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for intelligence in the machines. People used these pilot systems, and if I'm understanding this correctly, they started seeing their personalities and the personalities of their coworkers present in the machines. I don't even know what to say about that, other than, God, that's creepy. With a surprisingly positive reaction from the team, we have now officially started the ARC project. We're to scan all the people we can find and load them into the capsule. Then we will launch it into space using the space gun. It's nice to think something will live on like that. Mark Sarang killed himself after his scan. He's been suggesting everyone should kill themselves, as it would somehow allow them to actually get on the Ark. I'm not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of arguments among the staff, and apparently it's my fault somehow. Strohmeyer's not happy with me. Hope it will calm down. So he was the first. AR capsule. Richard gave me a set of AI templates I haven't seen before. Unfolded one of them to make a new friend for Capsule Catherine and her gang of legacies. New way to simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed. Didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nicely with the others. She's too real. Now that's kind of funny in the moment, but would you have to choose who is and isn't welcome in paradise? Or would you have to decide to make them better at the cost of the real them, essentially? I have to know. Look, this isn't something I would do, but I have to know. Will she react to this? No? Really? Why is the prop even there, then? Like, why does it exist? Imagine you're some artist tasked with making assets for this game, and that's what you get? Martin Fisher. Martin Fisher may have been integrated. Oh, we can't turn on the lights, either. This must be drawing all the power. I'm hearing lots of scary noises from over there. Well, there's some health, but I think that's about all there is to this one. Robin Bass. I think it's starting to be clear why some of these rooms were forcibly quarantined. Good timing, ball of creepiness. Did you also kill yourself at the moment of scan? Doesn't seem like you could have unless it was done right here. We're all dying anyway. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarang and the continuity. Your faith may have been misplaced. Or at least I'm still of that opinion. Then again, it's a hard thing to accept. How could you go on knowing that some version of you was going to live on in the closest thing to heaven, but you would not be able to join it? You wouldn't get to experience it. That one is locked. You know, as lockers are wont to do. So we're really not alone here at Theta. Well, there goes any remaining shred of hope. Look, images of everyone together alongside the concept images of the Ark. Images of what life was like before, of, I guess, departing the surface. You're motivated by nostalgia. In fact, some could say it blinds you. Look at that reflection on the plastic. It's almost like it's calling your vision of ending up here childish in the way you've drawn this. That's not a dig against your art style, that's sort of the impression that I get. Oh my god, this is so great. Hang on, this is so great. I'm going to turn off the lights in your room so that if anyone else, if any alien in the future decides to come through here, they'll turn on the lights and be face to face with that. I'm just doing my part. But now we've got to go make this left turn. And it seems like this too was sealed away. That must be where the scans were done. Right here in the pilot seat.
This is where I did my scan. And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
Kind of funny that nobody had tried this before, that you needed AI to make this leap. Given a usable brain scan was obtained in 2015, nearly 100 years before all this.
Ah, I see.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
The Nanami composition, type compressed Nakajima neurograph, continuous time 21 milliseconds, captured March 12th, 2014. Date of birth 1997, death 2021. Erase data. How could I do that? Again, this is one of those times where it's really asking the player to decide the difference between mercy and cruelty in a setting like this. And what I like about it the most is that it's not telling us how to feel. It's all up to us. Ooh. These are their names. These are the two researchers who pioneered this. We can see even when they died, too. And actually...
How did this... What is this?
It's them and us. And this other person who I don't actually recognize may be the very first. Actually, they may have been the one mentioned in some of the notes early on. But that means they're here. Could they potentially be on the Ark? I guess we could essentially kill them out of spite, but what would be the point? I want to rub this in their faces, or at least I want some version of me to rub this in their faces.
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munchie's templates. A legacy scan.
Death, June 1st, 2015. That is not long at all after we got our scan. So I guess we really didn't just go on and live our life. This backup is the only chance at continuity we had. Post-scan, immediately after.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It was freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
And we were dead a month later. Man, this is... We're listening to ourself at a fork in our consciousness. But from our perspective, these might as well be minutes apart, or hours, I suppose.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're going to keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed. The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash, everything up till now, the brain damage, you guys, everything, has made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
I mean, on the individual level, we went out as hopeless as us down here at the bottom of the ocean. Just think, we're listening to a version of ourselves we never got to know 100 years in the past. It just keeps throwing these situations at me that I can't help but try and wrap my mind around, and it's so difficult. But it's doing all of this through technology, not even through magic. It makes it seem so real, makes it seem so much more worth considering, you know?
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along, waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
I was thinking about how unlikely it seems that it took so long for that to happen, but really, it just shows this consciousness for us. For all we know, we have been duplicated many times. It's just that this is the perspective the game is deciding to show. Even still, not like we'd know the difference, but even still, what we said, our dying words, kind of feels like the go-ahead from ourselves. That we owe it to ourselves to make something of what we've been given. It is sort of another chance at life.
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool. What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please. I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the art project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
Kind of ironic, isn't it, that the people tasked with the continuity of humanity essentially turned into a suicide cult, all in the name of achieving that goal. This is where technology kind of starts to look like religion in the way we interact with it. In one of several ways, I guess. Let's troubleshoot this connection error. Unable to connect to mainframe, please reset router in the sub-level vault or contact maintenance. Well, I don't think we're going to get maintenance, so looks like we're going downstairs where all the horror happens. But we've got to try. Do I even want to go in there?
Welcome to my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
Yeah, it sort of is. Especially since down here, nobody can bother you.
This is where I would store the art scans.
Are they similar to my legacy file?
No, yours is flatter, if that makes sense, less dynamic.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better.
But it doesn't look like... Oh wait, it could interact with something. There we go.
Broken.
But maybe if we keep spinning these things, we can find one in decent shape. I mean, imagine if we had like a bunch of these things just shooting them off into the cosmos. Even the thousands of years that we would... There's one. Even the thousands of years that we would get to live with this project is certainly nothing to sneeze at, but it does still mean we're just kicking the can down the road. Imagine if we could ship these things with the means to build new parts, to land on an asteroid, mine some materials. I know that's exponentially increasing the complexity of the project, but, I mean, it's the continuity of humanity, man.
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
Can we do that here?
Need to fix that mainframe connection.
And you're gonna tell me the same thing, right? Yep. So we're heading down to where all the offal is stored. What else is new? Alright. Maybe if we can get back, we can do this?
The laboratory terminals have lost contact with the mainframe. We need to reset the router downstairs.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
And for that, we need to grab you and place you on that door, right?
The terminals in my laboratory have lost connection to the mainframe. Head downstairs and reset the router.
Okay, one problem. All the doors and stairwells are closed. I'm surprised you don't want me to pick you up and just stick you on that wall over there. Oh, right, I had forgotten there's another door over here. But those growths indicate danger, don't they? I'm thinking, yeah.
Thanks, Strohmeyer. That's a real helpful report. Be quiet, the proxy listens. What happened to Theta? No explanations anywhere.
Kinda sounds like a warning.
I wonder what they might have been warning about. My, the mice sure are active in the walls here. Okay, we can climb back up if need be. Will we have to do so in a hurry? That's the other question. At least we're getting an autosave. Alright, so we'll go that way last. Never mind that way. Okay, this at least seems to be a self-contained server room. Climate functional. We've got pressure, temperature, humidity. Everything looks to be mostly okay, however, waste management failing. So we're just building up all kinds of contaminants around here. You're alive. When they said it won't let them die, they meant it. Look at you. Amid the cracks in your skin, we can see something glowing beneath, like it's completely replaced your skeleton or something. God, imagine this existence. You're in such a state where we can't even talk to you. This isn't just highlighting what it means to be human, to be conscious. It's asking what it means to be alive. It's very dark in here and there are so many blind corners. Oh, but it's a good thing the space is so big so I can hear the echoes of whatever evil is here. Oh god. No, there is actually something here. Oh my god, you too. You know, there's certainly a gradient to the decisions made by some of these people and how well they worked out for them. Those who killed themselves for a chance to get on the Ark may have been misguided, but it's still Probably a better fate than those who didn't. Oh, God, I know you're out here. Where am I even trying to get to? Oh, my God. You seem to be more like the one from the very beginning by flow control. Which means I don't think we have to avoid looking at you. Still probably should. Oh, great, it's a dead end. Awesome and all kinds of cool. I don't like this. God, this sucks. God, this sucks. God, this sucks. But maybe now that you're over there, we can get through. One hopes. One can only hope. Okay. I think we made it, but there's still always the return trip. Network error, unable to connect to mainframe, please reset router. Okay. Okay, how does one reset router? How does one reset router? Right there. There we go. Please stand by, manual confirmation needed. Oh, you're not happy about that, you're not happy about that, you're not happy about that. Hi. I don't know which way you're coming from. You're right there. You don't sound happy. I think you might be angry that I touched the chair. I've got to... No. I kind of want you to come back the other way. Yes. And I think whatever that is done. You march on off. You reset timed out. Remember to flip switch back after... Oh my god. Oh no. So we need to get there at the right time. We can't just... It's gonna anger you. Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my god, no. Oh my god, what do we... Mainframe online, router active. Okay, I think that means we're good. Over there. And this way, you're going through there. I'm trying to maneuver at least somewhat efficiently. Being able to hear you lurch around in the dark. This is so much worse. You may be slow, but in a space like this, slow can be all you need. And out we go. This is what we call a later taters sort of moment. And these taters are my haters. Okay. Now, moment of truth, we go back up and find out if everything we just did actually worked or not. Okay, boop.
Good job, Simon.
Not going down there again.
No, but something might be trying to crawl up here. It auto-saved, right? Okay, there's the autosave. Let's be a horror movie white guy for just a moment.
The legacy scan of me that was on the computer. What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them run free. That'd be really cool. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines, thinking they are people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the art.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Okay, so it doesn't work that way by default. Cool info, tell me what this is. And that panel on the wall suggests that we are going to have to open this at some point. That is a lot of biomass, suggesting that's what happened to most of the crew. I thought before that seeing all those names listed as not deceased or missing was a good thing, but...
So, you're not worried that there are other Simons or Catherines running around out there?
Now I am. Geez, Simon, some thoughts are better left alone.
That's the difference between you and me. I think about it, you don't. That actually does explain the difference in our attitudes, but as I was saying, I thought that those names, not listed as deceased or missing, was a good thing, but, well, really, that just means they're the ones who died all at once, the ones who were never logged one way or the other.
Let's load up that chip.
There we are. Oh, we've already left it there. Slot 2 chip, loading scan data.
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
Well, there's Sarah Lindwall, Mark Sarang, killed himself because of continuity. Strohmeyer's really mad, has tightened security. ARC project put on hold. We're essentially here trying to decide... We're trying to decide who to resurrect. Said she'd help out delivering the ARC. Brandon Wan, Delta refugee, Construct Wrangler. He's working for Strohmeyer now. Robin Bass, another continuity suicide. Strohmeyer locked me out of my lab again. Maggie Kamarabi. We look so much alike. In a different life, I'm sure we'd be best friends. This is the weird friendship dating website I never knew we didn't need. She helped me cut the wave leak from the helmet. If anything, it should make the post-scan hangover less severe. That's Walchek. We heard that name before. Peter Strasky. Cheerful and funny as always. And Alice Coster said she'd help construct the ARC, but not carry it to Phi. We do have this computer over here now. Here's the scan logs of everything. So July 12th, he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7th to do it, but the first to kill himself. And after that, it started to become more and more frequent. Strohmeyer reprimanded me. One more death and wear out. It finally happened on September 2nd. Project on hold indefinitely. And here's the people who never got to be scanned. The ones who were cheated out by those who thought they could continue themselves. Ooh, these are actually the, test environments and scans. Okay, we've got Conrad and Reed. Test environments, float tank, water-filled steel tank, sensory limiter, a sensory deprivation chamber. Scan room with pilot seat, better continuation, not necessary for ARC. Beach, agreeable exterior test, applied to ARC. And Versailles, agreeable interior test, excellent. Data reconstructed by WoW, do not use. It actually had the ability to alter these test environments. Restricted file, no external device detected. But we could do something with this. Ooh, simulation assets. What? Wait, what is this? Yeah, right here. Slot 1 ship. Loading external device. Oh, these are new places on the ship. A ski lodge, agreeable interior test, discarded. Other than that, I'm not sure what that did for us. So with that, we can see what's on them. If we place you here, now we can load the environments. And the people, and for the first time, we've got everything together. So we could copy these over to the ship. Oh, look at this. There's like a whole file system. Versailles looks like a bad thing. It actually kind of looks like everything we would want is already on here. There could be like endless combinations of stuff we could do with this. But I'm going to try to be as nice as possible. There we go. Now, said she'd help out delivering the ARC. Maybe she knows what happened along the way? Really, a lot of these people would make good candidates. I just want to know, really.
No, won't work. We need someone from Theta Security Group.
Oh, okay. Gonna make the choice for me, huh? Alright, so who was part of Theta Security Group?
No, I don't think so. Stromae recruited people from the evacuated sites. They should also know the cipher, if you can find one of them.
From the evacuated sites. Okay, well, one of them, yeah, this guy said Delta Refugee. Brandon Wan, you look like a good candidate.
Very promising. I'll just load him up and get the simulator going. There we are.
What are we doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan. Use the computer to activate the simulation.
Okay. Well, the scan room might be a good one. It might be the least jarring. But perhaps the ski lodge could be a nice change of pace? Or the beach. What would you like more? We could also do no environment, but that's gotta be really scary, right? And no module, no support module.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard. What is this? Where am I?
Everything is okay, Mr. Wan. Just relax.
Dr. Chun? What the hell is this place?
I need your help. I have to get the new security cipher.
Why are you doing this? Is this some trick? I'm not giving you anything.
I'm trying to save a lot of people.
No, you're lying. This is all a lie. Look at this place. It's a fucking joke. Get me out of here, Chun, or I'll punch your teeth in!
Did we just bring that guy to life? I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the ARC. He's the real deal. And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
I really thought that was gonna work. Maybe we can try again.
Well, like I said, maybe the scan room would be less jarring.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard. Where did it... Alice?
Congratulations, Mr. Wan. The scan was successful.
Chun? Where's Alice?
She's fine. We don't have much time, Mr. Wan. I need the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that? This is a trick.
Please calm down.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is real. But you won't break me, WoW. You hear me? You won't break me!
Do we need to turn it off? Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer he's exposed to the computer model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So, what's wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
Would it drive him insane, or are we just short on time? Honestly, I understand. But I think we probably need to find a support module. What is no environment?
That wasn't so bad. Stromeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Mr. Wan,
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
it's okay. It's all a part of the scan.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Don't get upset, Mr. Wan.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun.
Wait! Simon, you just reset the simulation.
Yeah, I know, but that clearly wasn't going anywhere. Maybe... Well, look, I know the beach was one of the ones that was displayed for the Ark use. They knew about that one. Maybe he expects it?
That wasn't so bad. Stromeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? How did I get here?
Mr. Wan, I need your help.
Dr. Chun, is that you? What happened? What is this place?
Listen, I really need your help. I need the new security cipher.
Dr. Chun? I hear your voice, but there's no one here. There's no one here. It's empty. It's too empty. There's something really wrong with this place. It's not real. This isn't real. I have to get out of here!
I think we need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect. As soon as he starts to doubt, we've lost him.
You're right. We need to think this through. We need some more data.
More data. Maybe we should check out his room. I don't remember if his was one of the ones we could look at, but it couldn't hurt, right?
Here we go. Brandon Wan's room. I'll just override the lock for you.
You could have done this for any of them at any time.
If we get to know him, maybe we can make the simulation a little smoother.
Makes sense. I really love the way the puzzles in this game are done. Like, they're completely logical, but each one is designed not just to act as something to delay you, but as something to make you think about the concepts being discussed. Brandon, I'm really a mess about the scan. Everyone is being so brave. All smiles, no regrets. You know how you said you would hold my hand during the scan? If the offer still stands, I gratefully accept. If we do it together, we could suffer the hangover together as well. They say it takes a couple of days to recover. Kisses, Alice.
A letter from someone named Alice. They were together during the scan. You know her?
He was close with Coster. I would not have expected that. Can we use that somehow? Keep looking.
I kind of thought you were just uniquely nervous. If we had gotten to explain, we would have been able to calm you down, but now I see why that was the case. Brandon Wan from Hong Kong. But I don't know if that really helps us. Is that you and Miss Coster? And those must be your parents back home. August 14th. Akers finally agreed to evacuate Delta. Goya, Creer, and I moved into Theta today. Akers said he'd stick around for a while longer. I take pride in my work, but that place is miserable since the surface stopped sending parts. And he lived in that squalor for months.
Alice and Brandon were definitely together during the scan.
Good to know. Maybe we can use that somehow.
Did my ARC scan together with Alice. Stromeyer told me that the hangover would basically kill me. Such a jerk. I was fine at first, but got a splitting headache a couple hours later. The biggest pain was that Shun girl. She's so uncomfortable at all times, it makes my skin crawl. So she was not sociable, sort of explains why you weren't the voice he wanted to hear when he came out of this. Strohmeyer went ballistic and shut down all future scans for the ARC project. Apparently Conrad wanted in on the continuity and just fried himself right in the pilot seat. Something tells me we'll be getting new security ciphers. Just heard that the Komorebi survey team is going to Delta to pick up Akers. He's been alone for months now. Can't imagine what he's been up to. Those must be the bodies we were able to interface with on our way out there.
Brandon, you ready to go? Strohmeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
I think I just heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. Great, this is exactly what we need. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We can trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could data mine. What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
I mean, not only is there a serious ethics problem with everything we're doing here, there's also the fact that we're learning about who it is we're doing this to by looking through here. Okay, well, you can synthesize the voice. I was really worried that it was gonna eventually lead to us having to use the Versailles module. I do wonder what would happen if I did that. I mean, I know this game has us making choices, and some of them can be quite cruel. That's why I'm not doing it just to experiment.
I compiled an Alice module that we can use.
So she'll be with Brandon in the simulation.
Sort of. I'll still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
Can we really not just load up Alice and put one in there with him? Let's do the scan room. That's where he was.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Strohmeyer. He said he needed a new cipher ASAP. What should I tell him?
It's all right. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Chung just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
I do feel hungover. Okay. It's 1729 over 42, 12 over 407. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Mr. Long. Brandon. Goodbye.
No, wait.
That's enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we are? Simulations?
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still you. I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
You didn't have to say that to him at the end. You could have just shut it down. I mean, look, there's no reason to erase it, right? I mean, you're not active while you're not being used. But then again, erasing data means you won't have to go through this again. I mean, you can't look at this situation and not think about yourself awakening into this absolute horror across what, from your perspective, is like infinite realities each time you're loaded. I think putting down just about anyone that isn't currently on the Ark would... This won't erase his data on the Ark, right? That's a different copy? I'm just going to shut down because I don't know. You're not conscious while this is happening. Goodbye. See, this is such a great way to do decision-making in games. And I talked about it before, but it's so important. It's not about trying to alter your ending or min-max different items that you get as a reward. It's just about forcing you to think about how you feel about these things. It's done to prompt introspection from the player, not about altering the outcomes.
Simon, we got it. We can get to the Dunbat now. Get back here.
I really don't like where all this is going. The only logical next step is that door. Or I suppose the other one on the right. Maybe we could open that instead?
Real Simon would have thought if he knew about me.
What do you mean? You do know about yourself.
No, I mean the real Simon. The human Simon.
Going by your reactions, I'd say he'd be pretty upset.
We're in a situation where we have to talk about ourselves in the third person and have it not be pretentious. That's kind of the most amazing thing this technology has accomplished.
There you are. Just warming up the Dunbat for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute. Okay, that's it. That's everything. Let's go ahead and... That's weird. Never mind.
What do you need me to do?
Head inside the dock. The Omnitool can open the door now. And get into the Dunbat. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the Abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
Anyway, we're off to our doom. Yep, up and over. Yeah, the suit does have some capabilities over the real Simon. Oh, that is you. I thought there was like an arm hanging above this thing to pluck you out of the moon pool. Am I supposed to pretend like I know what does what here? I don't know why. For some reason, for a split second, I thought this was one of those things that you put a penny in and you crush it into the shape you want. Make note, there's an openable vent right there. Ah, I see. Makes sense. I have to plug it in. Yeah, come on. Boop. So we can't leave for this. Again, this thing does not look to be in proper shape for this. Well, seems to be good so far. I think it had a pilot. Was it trying to hit itself, beat itself to death? What do you do when your submarine escapes? Like, we open that thing up and the first thing it starts doing is screaming and hitting itself with its own arms, but it only makes sense a human consciousness uploaded into that thing, if it wasn't supposed to be, maybe placed there by the AI. Christ, it's like what Catherine talked about earlier. It wouldn't know what to do with it. We're lucky to be in a dive suit, something that is at least similar to a human form, but with that, the brain is just freaking out with the ultimate dysphoria. Ow. Well, we can open that still. We can drag it, you know? Probably could have figured that that would be the case. I just always figure that metal equals heavy. Thankfully, with all the amazing technology in this game, it seems like they've also come up with humanity's greatest of accomplishments, the wheel. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Definitely felt like something loaded. Actually, I suppose that's not all that crazy, given we entered a new area. I need to retune my danger radar. I just got the achievement Plan B. Failed at acquiring the Dunbat. Okay, so we're moving into the lair of some other horde beast. And I don't know why I thought any different. It is impressive for a horror game how long it goes between the patrolling enemy segments, but... But I think it understands that they're more a vehicle to add a sense of danger, and that it's the concepts that really carry the horror. I knew I heard writhing. Yeah, boop. Catherine really doesn't like me doing that.
Huh? Wait, this isn't... Oh, no! WoW got to the Dunbat before we did, am I right?
Well, it was talking. That's rarely a good sign.
Damn it. The Dunbat was our best shot. I was really banking on this to work.
Come on, we can't quit now. There's gotta be another way. How do you think you did it? How did the team get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
If they didn't use the Dunbat, the only other way would be the climber at Omicron. It's like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down into the abyss.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you. You know, so you don't implode while in the abyss.
That does sound useful.
Alright, let's go then. Wait, what is this place? Seems to be a lot of information on the Ark here. There's a prototype and everything.
Okay.
Let's start it up. I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
You didn't know how to get us on?
How difficult could it be?
That's not the kind of thing I want you saying now. You seemed a lot more sure of yourself before. Also, we have a couple of power cables, so maybe we'll have to connect those to something.
The Ark doesn't even look that bulky. This is gonna be easy.
You haven't heard of the concept of jinxing, have you?
Sorry, I forgot your people were superstitious.
A person pulling the from the future card. And to be honest, I'm surprised you resisted the temptation up until now. And this must be the unit itself. Memory error detected. Approximately 43% memory corrupted. 896 terabytes of RAM. These people were almost ready to run Star Citizen. Simulation reconfiguration necessary. Oh, wow. We are looking at a lot of data that needs to be gotten rid of. Oh my god. We need to choose what stays and what goes. We're playing God. We're shaping reality. And look, it's... And this is forcing us to make some hard choices. Wait, package SOMA hum. But it doesn't explain what that actually is. We can get rid of water physics. Yeah, all the physics, that's what takes up so much space, so much memory. Module lake. If we get rid of that, that's something. God, how do you make these choices? How do you decide which elements of reality are gonna go away? God, I had put off this game for so long because I remembered the sort of reveal at the end of the game. I'm now realizing, as I always seem to, that was but the bottom 1% of what this whole experience actually has to offer.
What's this thing?
That's just a compound examiner. Coster uses it to investigate structural integrity in payload frameworks.
Of course.
Could you fit inside it? If I knew what you were made of, it would be a hell of a lot easier to figure out how to get you on the Ark.
I'll give it a try.
We could do that. I'm just having a real hard time with this. I was actually looking around the room to see if I can maybe find some more RAM. But it doesn't seem like that's the case. The boat can go, the river can go. We don't need any of that stuff, I suppose. How's the best way to do that? Maybe get rid of the dirt road? That's 2 terabytes short of paradise. Oh no, it requires SOMA and fluid. Oh, well, that makes everything so much worse, doesn't it? Okay, we can get rid of heat if we do this. Interface scan required. Now I'm just removing stuff to see what absolutely needs to be there. We don't need soft physics if we do it this way. Okay. And now and only now do we have about 90-something terabytes to get something for ourselves, or for theoretical inhabitants. I don't know, can we get the cabin? We can't. Here. Have a chair. And a bench. Oh yeah, we're really spoiling you here. Some other vegetation. I mean, there's really no reason not to give you whatever. Alright, next.
Try loading a dummy scan. Shouldn't be that difficult. I just want to make sure I understand how the scan data is formulated before we start messing around with the real Ark. Run the simulation and then hit pause while the code is running. It'll give me a cross-section of the process.
Resource allocation, 100%. It's like starting a Minecraft server. And it's slowing down as we reduce your resources.
We need to pause while the dummy is loaded, otherwise I can't know if it's working or not.
You literally want me to stop on that thing, okay? So where do you actually show up? Right over there. Alright, 5% should be fine. You know, this is not how any file access anywhere works.
Yes, of course. So precise, so perfect.
Nothing like admiring your own work.
What? Oh, right.
So now we know how to get on the Ark, right?
I know how to get myself on the Ark, but I still need you to squeeze into that scanner over there so I can figure out how to process your mind.
Oh, right. I forgot.
I didn't forget, I was trying to create Earth. And as it turns out, Earth doesn't have enough memory.
Bit of a tight fit.
Can you reach the on switch?
Should I be worried about radiation?
I think we're beyond that. Interesting. You seem to be one with the diving suit you're wearing. Everything's meshed together.
How's that gonna work with the suit we're picking up at Omicron?
I think they're bigger. You should be able to wear them both.
Imogen? Who's that?
It looks like the basis for your body is one of my old colleagues. A standard Cortex chip for robots, including the data reader and the OcuTorch, has just been forced through the skull.
What?
Structure gel has fused the whole construction together. Amazing stuff.
No. Hold on. Back up. I'm one of your old colleagues?
Well, your body is. Imogen Reed.
That's disgusting.
Hey, don't say that. She was nice to me. Anyway, the Cortex chip is good news. That means we can transfer your mind to the Ark with a pilot seat.
Kath, I'm half a dead person.
Yes, it makes sense. Think about it. All those simplistic minds we've run into, just reviving a dead person doesn't seem to work that well. A robot body seems to make people a bit unreliable. You are the best of both worlds. A sound mind and a sound body.
Are we done here? Can we go to Omicron and get my new suit man?
Yeah, we should get going.
So that's a new revelation I did not know about. That raises a whole bunch of implications I don't even know how to start talking about. We're like Springtrap in here.
Want to bring this Ark as a backup?
No, that wouldn't work. This is just a prototype.
Good. I prefer to travel light.
Let's go. Don't forget to take me with you.
Sure thing, but can I still perhaps mess around? Reset simulation. Oh, you're not going to let me back out and look at the other me's? Alright. Well, I guess we're done here then. Right after I look at the rest of this. Prep Arc with signal transmitter. Power packs. FST kit. Extra oxygen. Yeah, I guess this is the path all the way to the end. The transport crew. Hamatsu power suit, proper usage. Put on neoprene undersuit and body harness. Check the HPS for any visual damages. Starting with the legs, fix the parts onto your harness and work yourself upwards. Lock all the pieces together as you go. Let a partner help you with the back piece and torso. Tap the secure button on your arm piece. You should hear the suit seal itself. The suit will then start to equalize pressure and tap into the oxygen tank. If it doesn't seal itself, flex the shock absorbers and try again. If it still won't work, do not try to fix it yourself. Contact maintenance. Note, these are very heavy and the suit will compensate. You will effectively be stronger than you think you are. Be careful. Regular training applies. Don't hold your breath. Don't stay out too long. Don't dive too deep. Don't dive with malfunctioning equipment. Something tells me we have not been subject to the mandatory maintenance. Documents. My decision. I've decided to finalize the Ark with the scans we have. I'm sorry for all of you who wanted to go but didn't get a chance to scan yourself before the project was put on hold. It's been 2 months since I've added a scan, and I don't see how I'll ever be able to win back the support you all showed when we started the project. I'm sorry. I never meant for anyone to take their lives. It was never my intention to fool anyone. I just wanted to save something. It's not your fault. The disappointment with this project wasn't because of a failure of the technology. It was a failure of them to understand what this is. Okay. Well, there was still plenty left to do, so we're gonna have to get out there and do it. I haven't forgotten that there's something moving around out here. Honestly, with everything going around, the fact that there's only 2 monsters in this place that I know of is actually something of a relief. We're not getting through here. No foreign contaminants beyond this point. There's a rotting corpse acting as my skeleton. Does that count? You. And it looks like you've got something I need one last time. Omega Management. Okay, so I need somebody else's permissions to get at you. There is another healer here. Presumably if I use this, you'll finally die, right? There will be no more energy left to keep you going? I can hear something moving around. I could hear walking. There is something here. This has been broken.
Stromer!
Brand, where are you?
It got out of hand. I'm in sector RD4. Did you get everyone downstairs?
Yeah, we're safe for now. But you need to get moving. They're gonna figure out where we are and come for us.
Don't worry about it. The stairs are blocked, and I killed the elevator. Pulled the connector chip from the lock.
Fine. That means you're stuck as well.
Only way to keep you guys safe. Take the shuttle, go to Omicron.
God damn it, Juan. You just had to be the hero, you bastard.
Good luck, sir. Tell Alice I love her.
And now we have to undo your success. You went out like a hero, but in the end, did it even matter?
Something's missing.
Yeah. Alright, so we are there in front of the main lift. Oh, there's a whole lot of highly technical things out and about here. And we've got to be careful the entire way. Also being careful not to walk over anything that can make noise.
Sarah, how the hell are we gonna make sure the Ark makes it?
Every launch is a crapshoot, you know that.
I just wish these numbers looked better.
What do you care? It's just a pack of data, right?
Yeah, just a pack of data.
Now, like I said, theoretically you could launch as many of these things as you wanted, each containing the same set of people, but it doesn't seem like they got even one off the ground. Survival of the fittest. Fun. Imagine the office culture working on a project like this. Can't get into payload. Or around here. Wait, is this the opposite side of where we originally looked through? Where we heard something moving about? Answer, we're probably not getting out that way, so what difference does it make? But there are at least 2 points where we can heal. Other than that, it looks like we mostly use this as a parallel hallway to avoid something. And they were using valuable science time humanity did not have to play hangman. Yeah, all of this is stuff beyond my understanding. Are these medical photos of WoW's interaction with biological hosts? actually changing and I guess in ways improving their physiology. Some of these have just the right lack of information to raise some disturbing questions. But the one that I'm more interested in is the one that comes right after this. What is that? Something growing on the floor outside. You are able to open doors. And close them, apparently.
Strohmeyer, you there? I hear you, Brandon. What do you got?
Akers and his critters are ferocious. They pick up on every move. There's no way past them.
Then we'll fight them. We got to get to the shuttle.
And end up like Shank and Adams? No way. Listen, I'll create a distraction and pull them to me. Get the gang to the shuttle station.
Wait, Brandon, what are you doing?
Don't worry, Alice. I'll loop back as soon as you guys are safe. Just load up the shuttle and be ready to go.
Are you sure about this?
I don't plan to die today, sir. See you at the shuttle.
I always love a game that acknowledges side characters as having a story as complex as our own. He pulled his own heroics, and now we've got to pull ours, which are counter to everything he did. Checklist. Survive the ARC project, stop people from killing themselves, send off C and the team, keep people safe, enjoy the rest of Armageddon. Well, I suppose as long as the last objective is followed, the rest doesn't really matter so much, does it? I'm so used to playing Alien Isolation that I'm really not used to not being able to hide in every little nook. Override door lock, key control, no chip inserted. Security messages. Alert conference room, alert shuttle station. Alert common area. Alert marine hangar. Huge structure gel leak has caused the WOW to seize control over the Dunbat, forced to quarantine to avoid further development. Last thing we need is another talking machine. And is that thing out there perhaps possibly Akers? System malfunction, lock limits active, remaining resources 0%. Great. So that's just one more thing for us to fix while hiding from that thing. Okay, let's get back out there. Not what I wanted to see, but what is going on here? Are these the remains of living test subjects? Remarkable connectivity, neural patchwork, meet downstairs, something the shuttle, gel consumption, Akers, initially reconstructed something, unnatural growth, symbiotic attempts. So when he arrived, he may have been patient zero for the beasts that we now see around us. Remotely controlled. These things come with Wi-Fi, you're telling me? That they're all handled by a central intelligence. They're not local.
Terry Akers, Chief Factor at Delta, first assessment. Brought in today, January 16th, 2104. Reportedly found in his diving suit, unconscious, water. Akers has clearly been consuming large amounts of structure gel, for weeks probably. It's difficult to tell how this has affected his health, beyond the obvious non-movement, and if it somehow caused him to gouge out his eyes. Small amounts of gel have always been considered perfectly safe to handle, but I can't recall ever hearing about any recommendations on how to treat overexposure. Considering its properties, I doubt it's poisonous, but the more transformative aspects of the thoroughfluid makes me think that malign cell mutations are to be expected. I think I will need to consult Dr. Eames at Omicron about this.
Sort of reminds me of Cordyceps. I don't know if this was his intention or what he thought he was doing, but the AI was able to overtake him with its biological components, and then he came here and spread it to everyone else. In the end, whether he actually got to do what he planned to do or not, he did end up taking down Theta. Maybe it influenced him to do so, influenced him to spread it deliberately. Who'd have thought the most horrifying aspect of this game would be how few corpses we're finding? You did hear that. You did. You did. Oh god, yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god. 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 I'm dead. 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 Yeah, I only got the briefest glimpse of that thing. And now it's gone. Yeah, I'm just so not used to this. I'm not used to not being able to hide in or under things. If it comes in our direction, we are screwed. So many of these places are dead ends. But for the first time, that was something that looked so much more horrifically biological than whatever this stuff is. I think that thing was mostly Akers, and that's the worst part about it. Goodbye. Akers. One of the worst cases I've seen, and it's most likely his own fault. He blinded himself and clogged up his insides with structure gel. I'd be surprised if he ever woke up from the coma. It did make me think of Hart's absurd story about what happened at Lambda. Could it really be that the WoW is somehow able to change and rebuild the... That was your last entry. Hart appears to be in good shape considering the circumstances. Only bruises and mild hypothermia caused by the long walk. And it's difficult to corroborate her story as she's the only one to return. As usual, Chun is quiet and does her best to avoid eye contact. She doesn't want to be here, but Strohmeyer demands another evaluation. Chun isn't obstinate or dishonest, but she'd rather not speak if it can be avoided. She has a hard time dealing with people in general, including doctors. Catherine Chun is weak in character, a perfect victim to be domineered and pushed around by others. She's a scared mouse I don't want to upset, so we sit quiet and pass the time. Conrad is dead. He boiled his brain to a pulp with a WREM maser following the ARC neuroscan. Clearly another continuity enthusiast killing himself to take his place on the ARC. Was this document really worth dying over? Well, we learned a little bit about our host, I guess. But that thing is still out there. We could just break the glass. Could have just done that from the start, but that will definitely draw attention. May have to be ready to run. That's not enough. What about you? Nope. But it sure does feel like we're probably making a lot of noise. How about this thing? Yep. You're Angie. But you're broke! Oh my god, I didn't realize you were right there. Goodbye. Later. See you, sucker. Oh no, you took the easy way around me, didn't you? Go that way. Now the problem is, I don't know where you are. Right there, how about? Maybe now we can get through here. Oh, come on, I really can't clamber through. Come on, you've done this so many times before. Let me through, thank you. And maybe I should have just leapt through to begin with. I mean, maybe you couldn't actually climb through there, but I couldn't take that chance. Sorry we had to meet under these circumstances. When we last spoke, you seemed a good guy. You really made me pry it out of your hands. Spared himself the trouble. And it seems like he may have been entirely right to do so. Howdy. Well, that just means I have the opportunity to try and get out this way, right? Great, 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 great. Insert guy.
Now what? I need to format the chip?
Well, that's just great. Maybe at the security checkpoint? I don't know, man. All I know is that that thing is heading this way, and this just got a whole lot spookier. I've got one more hit in me. Here. Please move on. Ready for use. Okay. Got it. Now we just have to make our way back. Maybe we can distract you somehow, throw something. Then it's going to be a question of where you're coming from. Oh my god, yeah, you know, behind me was not the way I thought. But it might not be the worst way, actually. You're getting very close, though. Getting very close. Open up. It's clamps and panel. Oh, come on, you're gonna do the mouse thing?
There's something not hooked up right.
Oh my god, what do you mean? Howdy. Oh my god, best look I've gotten of you yet, and I did not like it at all. Coming this way. Means I'm going this way. Where you're going, you won't need eyes to see, huh? God, I tripped over something in the dark. Great. Awesome. Cool. Alright, it's the other one. Yep. Close. Close. Come on, mouse. Let's go. Later. Later. I don't care where we're going. Okay, so let's not go back there. Oh my god. Wherever we're going, it's gotta be better than where we just came from, right? Actually, that's kind of advice for life in a game like this. No. I might stand corrected. Now's when we gotta ask the question, will we die a natural death, or are we just trapped here forever? Catherine's in our pocket, and we can't even talk to her because she's not real right now. Are these buttons? No. Just emergency lights. Oh, but there's a hatch in the floor. Seems like a dangerous place to put your emergency hatch. Oh, God. Oh, cool! Oh, please stay where you are. Well, we're alive. Although I had always thought damage to us was represented by electronic degradation. How do you explain a big freaking femur-shattering fall? I think I know why we didn't want to go to the lower level. That's very far. Screw that. Oh, it's the shuttle system. If we can get this going, this could be just what we need, but that's, you know, assuming that the space between here and Omicron is actually functioning, which is a big if. Okay, what's down the hallway of death? I thought we were going the other way. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm dead. Hello? Game. It picked me up.
Don't move. It's okay.
What?
It's over now. Relax.
Ashley? What are you doing here?
Hanging out, like couples do.
We're not...
You don't want me?
Yes, of course. What happened?
We fell in love.
doesn't want to kill us. Quite the opposite. And that's the problem. Well, that answers our question about the viability of this tunnel. We're not going back the way we came. Oh no, you don't actually expect us to try anyway. I can see an ID badge there. Is that Alice? All that sacrifice for what? You know, it's funny. This is pretty much what I pictured from the black box map. Just let me through. Just let me find my way. I'll surely make you mad. I don't have time to look at much. Oh, come on, you can get under there. Okay. I'm trying to find a good moment to end this part, and it just hasn't been working out for me, has it? It's you again. You're like the thing down in the server room. At least it's not Akers again. Open that door. Step through. Which at least gives us some time to move around here. Yeah, it didn't do anything for us. But it's like I'm hearing like remnants from the so-called corpses that I'm getting close to. Like I can still hear their thoughts. Staircase, but it goes to nowhere and just makes noise in the process. Maybe I could close this to get your attention. I'm still injured. And you're still there. I think this is the way I have to go, though. Don't need you to go by. I know I can't get too close or you'll notice me. And right this way, straight into the gut pile. Just what I need. I can heal here. Hopefully that won't draw your attention. Oh, and hopefully this doesn't take too long either. That's another consideration right now. Go, 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 go. I don't know how deep into this thing you'll move. Come on. There we go. Sayonara. God, I hate these things. Wait, have we really accomplished anything at all? This looks just like everything else I've seen all day. Oh, we're still in the dark. Oh, these things are everywhere. We are in what can best be described as a WoW nest. And I'm thinking the only way out is going to be through. The health there is maybe a good sign. Maybe, potentially, perhaps. So we can hide. I just made noise that I did not want to make. Through here. Close. We can get into there, but is that where we need to go? I think we're on the other side now. This is awful. I've felt pretty unsafe throughout this game, but this is the worst so far. And it seems like as we go, even though we're probably nearly 6 hours into the game at this point, it's still throwing a whole lot more horror our way. Weird to introduce it so late, but it's catching me off guard. Oh my god. Hi. Thought. Now, do these Spence gates actually act as a barrier? Oh, no, no, no. Do anything but that. Do anything but that. Listen, something's over here. There you go. Come on, you're so dumb. Part of me kind of wants to follow you back, see how far we can take this. I also know that's probably not a good idea. Could hide here. Wait for you to pass. There's an openable door right there. I think that's what we need. We need to wait for you to go by and do so over here. I'm not going to risk closing this right now. No, you're going that way. Okay, well, maybe I can still... Oh, never mind. I was going to say... Yep, I was going to say maybe I can still use that, but not really. Not... really. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Okay, I don't know if you're coming back for me right now or not. All I know is I need to keep out of line of sight and just keep moving. There we go. Don't close the door behind us. Could draw you. Well, you weren't very receptive to such noises before. Hear more of you moving in the dark. Where to from here? Oh, we can... Oh, my God. No. Oh, we need to pump it up. There we go. What did that do for us? Do we still have to do something else? I think it probably made you mad. Yeah, you're unhappy. We're over there. And we're moving back this way. Presumably that's what we need, and yes, now we can do this. Okay. This is gonna be another one of those later tater moments. Whoa. Ugh. Oh, right. We probably do not have the correct density to swim this, do we? It's like a secret little cove just for us. But this episode, I feel like we're really getting into the real meat and potatoes of the game here. not only ramping up the philosophical concepts and really forcing us to engage with those concepts through the puzzles, but also with the patrolling enemy horror that Frictional is so known for, mixing the sort of wonder of the apocalypse with the horrors of mankind's creations. But I'm already well over my record limit, even if this doesn't necessarily feel like a natural place to end it. But at least we're out of that. It definitely feels like a breather going into something that feels so relaxing, like an oasis after everything we just went through. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.